Maxwell is expected to testify. That news just coming to us moments ago. This would be Epstein's significant other and business partner, if you want to call her that, apparently is going to be testifying. Oh, this should be interesting. Before Congress. And James Comer has issued a subpoena to Maxwell for a deposition to occur at the Federal Correctional Institution in Tallahassee on August 11th, 2025. The Department of Justice is cooperating and will help to facilitate this specific deposition. So I told you before that Donald Trump was getting pretty darn sick of what he considered dirty tricks as far as this whole Epstein thing goes. And there, of course, has been an effort for whatever reason to keep so much of this under wraps. And he's finally just said, you know what, to HELL with it. You guys have at it. Yeah, I'm ready, willing, and able to confront anything and everything that's in there. It was interesting because actually some judges once again today refused to actually have some of these documents unsealed. And this goes hand in hand with what Dershowitz was saying, right? Dershowitz all along was saying, hey, wait a second, there's a lot of information there, but none of it's being put forward because these judges actually don't want it coming out. And so that kind of gels, if you would, Dershowitz, what he said, it gels with what we saw earlier today, where they said they were not going to be releasing any of these particular documents that they had with these files. I want to show you Dershowitz's comments on this that he made on News Nation recently. Kind of sums it up. Here we go.
Is the government hiding a client list or anything that the Trump administration could release tonight?
No, there is no client list. There never has been a client list. A client list suggests that Jeffrey Epstein made a list of people to whom he trafficked women. What there is a redacted FBI affidavit from accusers. There are several of them. From accusers that accuse Jeffrey, that accuse various people of having improper sex. And that has been redacted. The names of the people accused have been blacked out. Now, of course, because I was the lawyer and I did all the investigations, I know who all these people are. I could figure out, based on everything that I saw, who Mr. X is, Mr. Y is, and Mr. Z. I can tell you right now, none of them are public figures who are currently in office. Some of them were previously in office. Some of them are dead. But there is no client list. And the redactions could be undone if you go to court. So many of the things that are being suppressed by two judges in Manhattan. And they're doing it largely to protect the alleged accusers who are, in the view of the judges, victims, even though we don't know what their actual status is. But the judges have issued orders, which is why I can't disclose things I'd love to disclose, saying that you can't disclose this information. But Pam Bondi and the Justice Department and Donald Trump are not responsible for that. I don't know of any information that they could disclose that they haven't disclosed. Now, maybe there is some, but I'm simply not aware of it. And so I think it's important to place the blame where the blame deserves to be placed. The vast majority of people who are in the files, and I know them all, I've seen all the names, the vast majority of them have already been disclosed. They're in articles all over the world. They're in books that have been written. So if we got everything, you would be shocked how few names are there that haven't already been disclosed. The media hasn't, by the way, done a good enough job in finding the people who have been disclosed in the public record. So that's that list.
Wow. Okay. So it's going to happen. She's going to testify again. Comer announcing that date is going to happen on August 11th. So right around the corner, guys. And that'll obviously be fascinating and interesting. And we'll see if she makes it alive till then. It's a terrible thing to say, but given some of the conspiracy theories out there, it is worth mentioning at this moment. I can tell you there are a lot of people that are very happy about this because they've really been asking for this. Tim Burchett out of Tennessee is one, and I want to show you his immediate reaction to hearing that she has agreed to testify, and Comer saying they are putting this forward. They want her there August 11th. She'll testify from the correctional facility. Here is the congressman from Tennessee. Watch.
Hey everybody, Tim Burchett, just leading oversight subcommittee, government operations. Hey brother, asked some questions to about the GAO, their bid process, but the important thing was that I did a motion to direct the chairman of the full committee to authorize and issue a subpoena for Ghislaine Maxwell to appear before a deposition, and that's it right there. I had it printed out, so I made sure I do it appropriate. Talked to Chairman Comer. He's down with it. We're good. I believe he's going to issue the subpoena. He's a stand-up guy. We just got to get to the bottom of this thing, folks. It's just, it's 4 years, and you know we don't need to tolerate this stuff anymore. And I'm getting, I get the blowback about folks up here going to be mad at me, but ultimately, and with all sincerity, excuse me, I'm going to answer to my creator on this issue and what we did about the least amongst us. And we got to send a message to these dirtbags that do this. This is not acceptable behavior. And also a message to the victims that we believe you and that we need to come out of the shadows, and we need to bust these people that do this and send them to hell. Because I'm over it. Anyway,
he's pretty happy right now, so we should theoretically get more information. A lot coming forward, right? We're learning that not everything is as it seems. Maxwell to testify. Maybe I can learn to say her name. Maxwell to testify August 11th, 2025. And the question is she going to name names? A lot of the Democrats were trying to make this a really big deal, right? Because of Donald Trump, and because it seemed as though he was trying to put this to bed. I have some thoughts on that, some speculation, if in fact it was a real intel op. There are some things that maybe a lot of people don't really want to come out. But as you heard Dershowitz say, he's seen a lot of the documentation. There's actually no politician in office right now, he said, which you have to infer. That would probably mean Donald Trump, that is part of this or tied up in this in any way. But for whatever reason, somebody's trying to protect somebody, and those days are over. It's gone. I mean, look, Hillary just got called out for her, what did they say? Oh, I got to get this one right. Hillary's psychodramatic, tranquilizers to deal with her ups and downs in her emotional disturbances. And page 17, I'm telling you, listen, it's a whole new team, and they are playing to win.